everyone, thanks for joining me today. My name is Erin, and today I wanted to show you how to do a facial massage. We can use facial massage to help our skin if we have puffiness that normally isn't there, congestion, and maybe some inflammation that could have happened from anything as far as eating foods that maybe didn't agree with you, too much sugar, too many bad fats. You can go ahead and do this facial massage and let the lymphatic system help put everything back where it goes, and we can have nice, healthy looking, glowing skin again. So I mentioned the lymphatic system, and we're gonna access that to be able to help us to move everything along and drain away so that we can have beautiful skin. So the lymphatic system is basically like, it helps take out the trash, all the toxins and the waste from the body that we don't need to have in our bodies anymore. Will drain, take it all through the vessels in your body so that you can get rid of all of that waste. And how the lymphatic system does that is it uses muscle contractions to actually pump the lymph through your vessels. So things like exercising will help, obviously, with muscle contractions. So jumping rope, any kind of like a bouncing motion, like doing little rebounder trampolines, going for a jog. Anything like that's gonna really help to keep that lymph system moving so that you can keep your body healthy. The lymphatic system helps your immune system and also can help assist in tissue repair. So it's important for us to take pretty good care of it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna massage the skin towards the lymph nodes so that we can access that to get it out. And just so you know, my face always turns like a really bright red in certain areas when I do the massage, just basically from the stimulation, but it doesn't take very long for it to start going away. And you may notice that you may experience some rash type symptoms, maybe a little bit of hives. You could possibly start to feel a little fatigued, maybe get some brain fog, just depending on how many toxins are kind of in there at the time and you're stirring up. So just something to watch out for there. And so basically what I have done already is did a light cleansing. I use a heavier duty cleanser at night when I wash off my makeup and all of that. So in the morning I just use like a gentle cleanser, and today I just used Cetaphil. That usually works pretty well for me in the morning, so I used the Cetaphil, and I like to use this little sponge here. It's a little collagen infused sponge. I really love this a whole bunch, and I use it every single day, just about. And I can I'll just put a list of the items that I use in the show notes so that you guys can take a peek and see what worked for you. And then after I cleansed my face, I did tone it with a Thayer's toner. I like Thayer's toner, I use that. And I just use a little cotton pad I don't really swipe a whole lot. I try mostly just to blot it over the face, and that's what I did there. And now you're basically ready to do your facial massage. So this is just something that I made. This is the massage fluid that I like to use, because you're gonna need to have a little bit of slip when you're running your hands over your face so that you're not doing too dramatic or harsh tugging motions. You don't wanna pull and damage the skin or cause any further irritation to it. So you wanna make sure that you really have a nice even slip on there so that you can just kind of flow through it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with just kind of lightly massaging my thyroid. The thyroid is right about here. I just do this for, you can do it for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever feels good. You don't want to use like really hard pressure. You just want to lightly stimulate it just so that you can start feeling it happening and getting it warmed up. And the reason why I do this is to just kind of get that lymph system kind of warmed up and going, because you got a bunch of lymph nodes down here, especially right out through by your thyroid gland. And then the thyroid also, it controls a lot of your body's metabolic processes. So I just kind of like to stimulate that a little bit, get it going, so that we could get some good lymph drainage happening. We have the lymph nodes down the jawline, right here, under the chin, down the neck, and here, jawline, chin. You have them in the front of your ears. You have the lymph nodes in the back of your ears. So back of your cheek, back of your ears. You have them in the crook of your neck and shoulders also, right where your clavicle is. And then I also, for your forehead area, you'll be accessing the lymphs down here, the lymph nodes down here to get the drainage out. Okay, that's where our lymph nodes are located at. So how I start is I start down here at the neck, and I've already done the little bit of the massage. I'm going to use a little bit more of this. So my face is really dehydrated today, so I'm going to need a little bit more juice. Okay. So I usually start here. You can do up to like 25 to 50 of these motions each if you want to. I usually don't have that amount of time in the morning, so my standard is between 5 or 10, and if I'm in major need of some help, then I can do 15 to 20, and I just try to do a little extra time. Yes, it is a time investment, but it is also going to really help your skin improve, reduce the puffiness and inflammation, and that's what we're going for today. Okay, so this is also a little bit of the thyroid, and then I move up here under the chin. The pressure for what you use here is the same as when you're stimulating your thyroid. You want to use enough pressure to where you're moving the lymph, and if you're very congested, you'll actually be able to feel some of the muscle or the tissue. It feels kind of almost if you have the fascia, or however you say it, I always forget how to say it. And you have like the really tight muscles, and it like kind of clicks against those bones. So we're doing, and I do about 5. And then I take it down my neck to get that lymph to start draining downward. Then I kind of try to just move some of this out of the way. I do my lip area, and just if I have some congestion through here, and then I go to the front of the ears where the lymph nodes are located. I do about 5 of these. And then, same thing, I pull the lymph down through the lymph nodes on the side of the neck. I go right under where my cheekbones are. I get a lot of muscle tension here. So I don't use my thumbs usually, but I just go like this with the backs of my hands. I'll do 5 of these. And like I said, if you wish to, you can do more or less as time permits. And then I run that down. And you can see already how bright red my face is getting. And it's not because I'm putting a ton of pressure on, I'm really pulling that skin. It's just because I have a lot of congestion and inflammation going on right now. And so it's starting to get those toxins and the waste kind of to the surface more, and it's starting to move all of those things through the skin, so I'm just having a reaction. And for me, I know that this isn't a bad reaction because it happens to me every time I do it. So just beware of that. You will have, more likely than not, and now I'm going right by my nose, some skin reactions when you do this massage. And the same thing here, I'm gonna pull it right down the side of where the lymph nodes are, right in front of the ears and down the neck to get that lymph down, and it's gonna start moving it down towards your clavicle area. Okay, I'm gonna just rub this oil a little bit into so I don't have grease spots on my nose too. I get a big fatty patch right here that I like to kind of, because this will also kind of contour your face. You are obviously getting rid of some of that inflammation and congestion, but this can also help to contour your face. Obviously it's not permanent, but it does help for the day for sure. And then I just move it right up. I get a lot of puffiness and congestion in my forehead as well, so I just take my fingers and I pull down about 5 times. And then down the front of the ears again and down the sides of the neck to release that lymph down and drain it out of the face area. Now for the eyes, obviously you want to be really gentle. So I start out here, use my ring finger, gentle pressure, and I go around 2 or 3 times, and then I push it back out towards the ears and down. And sometimes I'll just pat a little bit too if there's, like today I have an amazing amount of puffiness there. And down to release. I don't do a ton on my eyes usually just because I don't like to, it is a light pressure, but and I also do around my nose here. I get a lot, I'm starting to get the little laugh lines and all of that, and I get a lot of, I've always gotten a lot of congestion in my sinus area through here. So you just up and down motion with your ring fingers, and then I pull it out and down. And if you have a lot of congestion after every stroke you do, you could take that down as well. Okay, now that we have all of that done, I can already see that I have a lot more color in my face, and then I'm not including the redness. The redness is gonna dissipate. Actually, it doesn't take long for the redness to dissipate. So you could have redness, you can have, some people might even get like a little bit of a rash. So you wanna be aware of some of the reactions that you could have to it. You could have some brain fog. You could start to get some breakouts because it's starting to kind of break up all of that stuff. And it just depends on how well you take care of your skin, how much exercise you get. You know, just if you have not ever done a facial massage before, you just probably want to take it easy the first couple of times you do it. I do mine about, sometimes I do mine every day. A lot of times I'll do it maybe 3 to 5 times a week. And when you're starting out, you're going to want to do that just so that we can not get too much going all at once. Okay, so that is how I do my facial massage. And if you like to, you can also do a little bit on the back and the back of the head as well. If you get a lot of tension back there, that also can kind of help to relieve some of the tension that you're feeling. So, so yeah, that's pretty much it. And I hope that it works really well for you. And if you like, you can leave a comment and let me know if you like what you saw, and go ahead and give the video a like, share it with your friends if you know somebody who could benefit from facial massage, and I'll see you on my next video. Thanks guys, bye.